Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ken, and today we're here to review and talk about Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It just came on Disney Plus, so I know we're a little bit late to the party on this one. But this will be your first time seeing it, my second time seeing it, because I took our son to see it in theaters. So,
right. Yep, I was excited to finally see it.
Yep, but we sat down and watched it. And since we've both seen it now, we can review it for you guys and talk about it and give our thoughts. But before we do that, we want to ask that if you are not yet a subscriber of the Married with Media channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. We do tons of TV, movie-related content on this channel, entertainment content that I think you'll enjoy. And, hit the like button. And comment down below your thoughts on this movie. Yeah. Did it live up to your expectations? Were you disappointed? Let us know in the comment section below. And then turn on those bells for all future videos. So
those bells.
You got to turn on the bells. What did you think of this movie?
Yeah.
First reaction.
Yeah, like I said,
I don't really know what you're going to say.
Right.
At all.
I was excited to finally see it. Now, I will say, like, back when it came out in the theater, I had, like, leading up to it, I was excited. And then right when it came out, I wasn't as excited anymore. But needless to say, once it came to Disney, I was excited to, watch it in the comfort of our own
And do you
home.
remember how I reacted when I got home from watching it? Did I lower your expectations or anything?
I mean, I feel like your reaction was what I would think it would be.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I felt like I was decently high on it when I first saw it.
See, I don't feel like you were. I felt like you were pretty neutral.
I feel like I liked it. I don't know. I felt like I liked it.
I know, but like your reaction, like how I took your reaction.
Yeah.
But anyway, all of this to say, I ended up enjoying this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like right away, I noticed, just how like bright and colorful and like good it looked.
Yeah, because it starts off in the multiverse and they're running through, and Doctor Strange is like the alternate like Doctor Strange.
A flashback or like I don't know what you would call it when you're getting into all the multiverse stuff, but
and because this is just came out on Disney Plus, that some people probably haven't seen it yet, we won't like do full spoilers. Like maybe we can talk about spoilers if you want to, like at the end of the video or something.
Gotcha.
We'll try to talk about it just in a general sense.
I feel like I can talk about it in a general sense.
This movie was directed by Sam Raimi,
right?
Who, if you don't know, he directed the Evil Dead movies. He also directed the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
So he has experience in both the horror and superhero arenas.
Yeah.
Which this movie definitely plays in both of those.
Yeah.
And I think is kind of the best combination that I feel like I've ever seen of both of those. Gotcha. Maybe at least since the Blade movies. But I don't know. I feel like I liked this movie a good amount when I first saw it. I had some issues with it, and I was worried on how it was going to hit me on the rewatch. I actually think I liked it more on the rewatch than I did the first time I saw it. So
yeah,
I really like this movie.
Yeah. Like I said, I enjoyed it, from start to end, basically. I don't really feel like I got too bored or anything.
It does have a good pace.
Right.
It never really lets up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of action, some really fun, like, monsters.
Yeah.
But I do have to say, and, like, I don't think this is a spoiler. Like, I remember when it came out in the theater and, like, Wanda or Scarlet Witch was just like blowing up everywhere, like all the memes about her, like, oh, Scarlet Witch can be my mommy, or Wanda can be my mommy, or
I don't
something.
remember that at all.
And just like everybody like talking about her. And I mean, she is like a big part of this movie, but I have to personally say that she was my least favorite part.
That's fair.
I don't know.
A lot of people were saying that this is more of a Wanda movie than a Doctor Strange. And I do kind of push back on that and disagree a little bit. I think this is very much a Doctor Strange movie. I think you're with Doctor Strange the most.
Right.
And I think he has the... Wanda does have an arc. She does have an arc in the film, but I think he has a really huge arc in the movie as well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
As far as like where his character is before and after.
Right. I feel like it might be kind of split, like 50 her, 50 him. But luckily, you know, like he's in it enough to where even though I didn't love her part of it, like I still enjoyed the movie or whatever. I don't know. I guess I was just expecting to just be more impressed with her character and like the story and everything. And I don't know if it's just because I had a lot of that spoiled for me or whatever. That could be what it was.
You also, this movie, what I will say, it very heavily relies on your knowledge of WandaVision.
Right. But I feel like you kind of
you didn't
told
watch
me.
That. Yeah.
And maybe it was just that I didn't have like the emotional experience with her in the WandaVision. But I don't know.
My issues, and a lot of people had issues with this movie. They didn't completely. It's the same thing with Game of Thrones and Daenerys. I feel like almost the exact same thing. They didn't completely buy into her term because she's not like full blown villain or nothing at the end of WandaVision. Like that show has an end. And it doesn't seem like she's going in that direction. And this movie kind of throws you a curveball in the beginning, which I like how they did that, like the reveal of her being the villain of the movie. So you have to have that knowledge of WandaVision a little bit, I guess, to appreciate the arc. But then again, it also takes away from it a little bit.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like even if you didn't watch WandaVision, you can still like easily watch this movie. Yeah. You know, if somebody just kind of gives you like a little brief, like a debriefing of
I think it'd be a little bit harder to buy into her like emotional attachment to her kids because you don't really get to see none of that.
See, like even for me though, it wasn't so much about like I don't buy that you're this upset or whatever. Like I just like I don't know, like don't get me wrong, there were definitely some cool scenes where she was like all bloody or whatever it was. So we kept joking about how it didn't even look like real blood because it's like Disney and they can't show real blood or something.
Well, it actually wasn't, which I didn't even make the connection the first time I watched. I assumed it was blood, but the second time she's killing robots and it's like oil from the robots that's getting on her face.
Yeah, which is
kind of I feel like has a slight red tint to it. But yeah, I really like that whole sequence.
Yeah, like there were some parts where like she was super creepy. Like there's a part where they're like going through a tunnel and like she's just like very like she's like limping and this is where the Sam Raimi vibes comes in because it very heavily leans into horror like in a lot of aspects of this movie, and they really go I feel like I noticed it more this time around. Probably.
So yeah, there's a lot of horror beats here, and I was there
you'll have to let me know because this was like a big part of my enjoyment. Like, is it a spoiler to talk about Doctor Strange and him turning?
Well, let's wrap up our general thoughts and then we'll do a little bit of spoilers.
Okay.
So we don't have to give scores, but just overall, you liked the movie.
Yeah, overall I enjoyed it.
Overall, you enjoyed the movie. I did as well.
It was very entertaining and
and going back into Elizabeth Olsen just a little bit, I think her performance is great. I think that the writing and the character has some holes, so I can definitely understand that where you would have problems there.
Gotcha.
I think her performance for what she's given is great.
But also, really quickly, I just want to talk about Rachel McAdams.
Yeah.
I thought that she was good.
She has more of a part to play in this movie than I feel like she did the first one.
Right.
And I feel like it's better. Like I actually felt the chemistry between her and Doctor Strange like I didn't feel in the first one.
Right. And like I really don't remember the first Doctor Strange at all. Yeah. But I don't know, like, I've enjoyed watching Rachel McAdams and stuff, The Notebook, Mean Girls. And so it was just nice to see her again. And I thought that her character was,
we'll talk about the girl briefly, America Chavez. Oh my gosh, thought she was going to get on your nerves, and she didn't.
Okay,
so you're pleasantly surprised.
How could I forget about her? Yeah, I thought for sure when I heard that there was like this new girl and that her name was America, like I just like pictured super corny, cheesy, like kiddie. I was just like, oh gosh, like that just sounds really not up my alley. But I actually really I ended up really enjoying her character. And I even said I want her jacket. Like her jacket is super cool.
she was great. I enjoyed it too for the first time. She had really fun back and forth with Doctor Strange, and I thought they worked really well together. Had good chemistry.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just thought she worked. Like, she's in the opening scene of the movie. She goes all the way through, and even I thought it was one of the better character introductions in the MCU, in my opinion. So, all right, so we both like the movie. Now let's get into spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't continue watching.
Skip ahead.
Skip all the way to the end where we give our scores. But
and I mean, we won't even go into too much spoiler.
The first spoiler we got to talk about is all the cameos. So we do have John Krasinski in this movie as Reed Richards, Stretch, and then you see Patrick Stewart comes back, and what did you think of all the cameos?
Yeah. So again, those were kind of ruined for me. But even that being said, I was honestly not very impressed. Yeah. They just felt kind of unnecessary, really. I'm Stewart, is this is supposed to excite me, but it doesn't, and I don't know.
If I'm being honest, when I saw it in the theaters for the first time, I was like, oh, this is cool.
Right.
Rewatching it, it's honestly my least favorite part of the whole movie.
Yeah, I know. And it's not even needed.
It just doesn't feel like it fits. They could have put any characters in there to, generic characters in there to fight Scarlet Witch.
And I kept saying, what is his name? The paralyzed one?
Patrick Stewart.
No,
Professor X. Professor Xavier.
His wheelchair or whatever literally looked like a bumper car. I just couldn't get past it. You're gonna have to
what it was though
put
in
a picture
the
up
comics.
of it.
I think it was comic accurate.
Okay, well you're gonna have to put a picture up of it and then show a yellow bumper car.
And it just felt sad at this point. He's a shell of his former. I know Patrick Stewart's a great actor. He can definitely still go or whatever.
Yeah, I mean I thought he was fine, but I couldn't get.
But
past
it's he had such a perfect ending in Logan. I just don't want to see him back anymore. I just want it to be over with. I just thought it was kind of. I would rather him brought James McAvoy in or something.
Yeah, and John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. I feel like he was very bland as well.
Yeah, very bland. My favorite of all of them was probably Captain Marvel. I forget her friend's name. Captain Marvel and Miss America. I forget her name as well. Steve Rogers' girlfriend, Carter, Captain Carter. That's her name.
Yeah.
I was getting there. But
okay, so I got to get into what I loved about this movie.
Get into what you loved about it.
And
I like that you loved that.
Yeah, and surprisingly, this did not get ruined for me. I don't know how, but it didn't. But I loved Doctor Strange and that whole scene to where he resurrected his dead body that came from another universe, and it was basically a zombie.
Yeah, he was doing some necromancy stuff.
Right. And he just looked so cool as a zombie. And then, you get the whole scene with all the demon spirit things, and he takes them all, he gains control of them and creates this big basically a cape. Yeah, made out of them. And I don't know, I just thought it was so cool.
I know you wouldn't shut up about it when it was going on. You were like, this is awesome, this is awesome. I was like, really, you like this?
Yeah, I just thought, I don't know, I thought it was so cool. And he was missing a big chunk of his face, and he would be talking.
It looked like he was almost decaying as it was going.
Yeah, there was definitely a part where he was continuing to decay, but he had I don't know. I just thought he looked so cool, and I don't know. I really enjoyed it.
And it was really cool, after the fight, when he was trying to pump up America Chavez, and they had an emotional moment when he was the zombie.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
And it was ridiculous while you're watching because he's a zombie delivered, but it worked.
Right, and then there was the part
which
where
was
he
surprising.
Winked.
Yeah, and he winked and stuff. So
yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed
loved
it.
all that stuff too.
I thought Doctor Strange or
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I thought that he killed it and did fantastic.
He did fantastic. I think everybody in this movie did good. I think it's a really good movie. Like I said, I liked it
well, not
a lot
everybody,
better.
But
I liked it a lot better than I did the first time around. And like I said, the only negative I have is the cameo stuff that everybody lost their minds about.
So what are you going to give it?
I feel like I gave this a 3.5
Oh, wow.
the first time I saw it.
I know you're going to give it better than that.
I got to give it a 4.
Okay.
I got to go. Maybe I gave it a 4 the first time, but
Okay.
I can't quite give it a 4.5. I don't think it's that good.
Yeah.
But I can give it a solid 4. Maybe I'll give it a 4.25 since
Okay.
you made that canon on our channel that we can do the 2 5s and the 7
Right, yeah,
5s.
why
So
not? 2 5,
I'll do a
5-0,
4.25. I really enjoy
well, good.
this
I hate
movie.
when we have the same scores.
Yeah, I really
so
do.
I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good score.
So I thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely entertaining.
And I also, just one more thing, I liked how standalone it was. Like it didn't, like other than you need to watch WandaVision, like I said, but it felt like a standalone story because everybody was talking about, oh, this is going to be crazy, multiverse stuff, characters everywhere, all this crap. And people were disappointed that there wasn't a lot of that. I liked the fact that it was more standalone and focused and just felt like a complete story that didn't rely on a bunch of other crap in the Marvel universe other than WandaVision. But,
and those few cameos. But
yeah, you gave it a 4. I gave it a 4.25. We really like this movie. We recommend it. It's on Disney Plus. Check it out if you have Disney Plus. Also, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more TV, movie reviews, entertainment content. We do all kinds of stuff on this on this channel. Trailer reactions, live streams, all that stuff. You'll enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button. Also, like this video. Comment down below your thoughts on Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.